let's get into this one. Let's try this one out for size. Oh. And I can still see a grand amount of everything. There's no way that video is still on Premiere. That's crazy if it is. It needs to be going live during a premiere. That's hilarious. My bad. It is still going. I'm sorry. I'm making people choose at this point. Do you want to watch me or live or be on the video? Damn. Alright. So they're gonna be like, what do you mean you're live? Alright. Alright, we're doing something different. We're doing oracle card pulls to now. Instead of tarot cards. I want to do oracle readings some more. Oracle readings are pretty fun to do. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we're doing oracle readings. We have the angel prayers, the gateway of light activation, and then the Larian oracle. I have not used this deck in forever. But I just feel called to use it. Yeah. I'm just gonna go through and shuffle them. Wait for some people to pop in if anyone needs oracle card pulls or however. But yeah, welcome in when you all get in. Hopefully you are doing well. The oracle decks we're using are the angel prayers, the gateway of light activation, and the Lyrian oracle. If you need those, and if you're wondering about the donation and fundraiser, the donation and fundraiser is for tarot classes to get better equipment for that. It also kind of just helps me stay afloat while doing the research of the cards and the creation of the classes and things of that nature. Well, that's what we're doing. If anyone needs, oracle card readings or has anything they want to talk about, let me know. What's up, Steven? How we doing? How we feeling? How we doing? Because you're at work? Damn. Let's not get in trouble or fired for being on your phone. That'd be a silly thing to get fired for. But yeah. I haven't used any of these decks in like forever. So I'm kind of excited. I don't know why I felt to do Oracle. It's just something hit me, and I was like, damn, I should probably do Oracle reads because I haven't done those in a fat minute. And that is Yeah. Just how the divine works, I guess. Welcome in, welcome in. What oracle was you? I got the Angel Prayer Oracle, the Lyrian Oracle, and the Gateway of Light Activation. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? How we doing? How we feeling? Does anyone want oracle reads? We got angel prayers. We got gateway of light activation. We got the Lyrian oracle. Um, whenever I do oracle readings, I don't use like specific things, like just broad subjects. So like general, obviously, like love, finance, business, things of that nature. Whenever I do oracle readings. One cat what card and one, yeah. I got you. I got you. Get one cat card is funny. I like that. Did you have like a subject in mind, or did you just want to do it in general? Sometimes these oracle cards are good for specifics. They definitely come in handy. General, got you, got you. So we'll get one. We'll get your cat first, and then your like gateway of light. Your gateway of light, it has a whole like thing you read from it. So I'm gonna read that whole thing, and that's gonna be fun. I want to make my own oracle deck. I think I basically have like my own like. Do I choose a card? No. You just let me know what deck or decks you want me to use. And I pull two cards total, so it'd be like one card from one deck and one card from another if you choose to from two different ones. Let me know the matter, like the subject at hand, like if it's relationship or finance, general, whatever. And then I'll pull the cards. I'll tell you what they mean, and give you just kind of like a little overview of them. And yeah, I'll get you. I'll get you Natalia. I have to let me get Steven real quick, and I will get you. And also, what Oracle deck do you want? Do you want the Angel Prayers, the Lyrian Oracle, or the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle? All right. So, Steven, your Lyrian Oracle is the new beginning, teamwork, sharing, giving back, and yoga. And your Gateway of Light activation is the Stellar Gateway activation. Um, Let me get to it real quick, and that is infinite potential, manifestation, and manifestation vortex. Excuse me. Should not be looking for the thing. I'll also doing this. Hold on. Stellar Gateway activation. So the message of the Stellar Gateway activation card is you're a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and that through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up to your Stellar Gateway, and if they are aligned with your intentions your soul had before this incarnations, opportunities will come your way. It's important to considering connecting with your cosmic origins at this time, and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with your highest heavens. That's pretty good. I like that. Deck of my choice. What you choose the deck. That's the only thing with me. Yeah, Gateway matching his base cast exactly. But yeah, that's my one thing whenever I do card. If I have like multiple card options, I always, at that point it's like you have to, you choose. But if I only have like one option, if I'm only using the tarot cards, then that's really how it is. From the angel cards, they're not really. They might. I don't think. I'll try. They might not give you an answer. Um, but we can definitely try. Like, I'm not opposed to doing that with the oracle cards. Especially with the angel ones. I don't think the angel ones are going to be very helpful with that. But we will see. So Barbie, your first one is Earth Angels. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. And don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through love and meditation. So right now, pay attention to your guides, within meditation, for your answer for that. For moving on or staying with Jeffrey, they're needing to really connect back to that heart space. So definitely take time to meditate on the matter. Is it something that's dire? Is it, are you truly fed up with, actions, or is it something else? Is there something been on your mind that you haven't been speaking about that's been causing friction, or is there like just, things, things just not working out? Um, Overall, get more information, but don't seek it from outside sources. Seek it from within inside yourself. Seek it from within you. So you're not given any opinions of how you should move going forward. I feel like they want you to make it more personal with that. He's in jail for being violent to his mom. Well, me personally, and this has, I don't know this individual, but me personally, I wouldn't stay with someone like that. But don't let my choice skew your, change your choice if your choice differs from mine. But really sit down and meditate on it. Ask yourself deeply, like, the reasonings for why you're with him, and and not in the sense of like it being negative or positive, but just sit there and think about it, and be like, what am I attracted to? And just sit with that thought process, move along with it, for like a better answer, so that you don't make a mistake. Not that you'd make a mistake, but make a choice that you deeply wouldn't want to make. You know what I mean? Um, and what decks we have? We have the Angel Prayers deck, the Gateway of Light Activation deck, and the Lyrian Oracle deck. And of course, Barbie, no worries. No worries, truly. Lyrian deck, I got you. And you choose the deck. That's the one thing about me. Like I make you have to choose the deck if I'm using multiple decks. Um, that's just something that I do. So let's see here. So Natalia, I'm getting your reading now. So we'll get yours. The Lyrian deck. See what's popping up. See what's going on. So your first card from the Lyrian deck is Healer Found. Regeneration, health, empowerment, and vitality. And parallel earth, time, peace, relaxation, and all is well. So right now, if you've been feeling like things are off or like something's not, right, or things just kind of feel a bit wonky, you may be going through parallel universes at this time, or parallel worlds in this sense. And it's just to step into more of a healed version of yourself, or step into a more aligned version with your goals at this time. Everything is okay. Everything is well. If you've been feeling drained, you're gonna be getting like that energy, that life back. I guess I could say it in that sense back as well. Um, but you're just going through just an upgrade. So just allow the things that are kind of acting weird to act weird. Don't don't panic over them. Don't freak out and have them throw you off course. Just allow them to be. Know that everything's going well and continue down your path. Oh, the last deck I mentioned the Lyrian deck last. So I'll get you with the Lyrian deck. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the Lyrian deck last. I got you, Natalia. And I got you, Monique. No worries. No worries. Let's see here. So your first card, Monique, is Intense Perception Shift to Alchemize Situation and Dimensional Shift. Manifestation, Harmony, Dreams to Reality. Right now you're in a situation that will change whenever your perception changes. So you're needing to see something in a different view. However you're wanting the situation to change, you're needing to start to think of the situation in present time in that sense. So if you are, and especially with it says intensity, right? So you're experiencing a very hard time. Maybe you're wanting a rest, right, and a break. So right now, in reality, start to relax. Start to try to relax. Start to take more of a break. Start to practice detachment from the situation or from the thing that's causing the intense draw in. Um, because it's how focused and how beamed in you are in on whatever is causing this intensity. Uh, that's making the situation a lot more worse than it really is. So really take time to step back and and get a new perspective, get a new glance at it, um, and be sure to truly know that whenever you change your mind, when you truly stop looking at it so close or stop paying attention to the situation, as if you're directly involved with it, making sure that you're taking time away from the situation and that it's not the only thing that you're focused on as well, um, and shifting your perspective from it being something awful that's happening to just you, and realizing that there are other individuals in it, and seeing how it's spread across every one of them and not just stuck on you. Just changing your perception in whichever way that you possibly can that will uplift the situation will definitely shift everything a lot faster. You have a lot more control over the situation than you think. Um, but it's just because of all that energy, all that source that you have to alchemize and change the situation. It's causing a lot more of that anxiety, that stress within you. And I got you, Monique. No worries. And what's up, Daniel and Lucy? I'd see. I didn't even know. Um, I didn't even know that the Wands video was still playing when I went live. I was just told go live, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I am gonna go live. And apparently, I looked and I was like, wait a minute, it's still playing. Shit. Never mind. But I got you. No worries, Monique. Um, I felt like I needed to do some oracle readings. Oracle readings can be a little bit different, a lot a bit different than tarot. And I haven't used my oracle decks in a while, so this is just an excuse to use them as well. I don't have many oracle decks, honestly. Oh man. Yeah, I like these Oracle decks. They're cool. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? Phone call 1 sec. Gotcha. No worries. No worries. That already pulled. It was one of these. It was these that got pulled. I forgot these yet. But yeah, if you're needing some Oracle cards pulled, we have the Lyrian Oracle deck, the Angel Prayers, and the Gateway of Light activation. I'm good. Yeah, I'm well. I'm having a really well day. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Damn. You get that? Awesome. Hell yeah. Hmm. Man. Side note on Lyrians. Yeah, yeah, Thundercats was a little bit too like I don't know. They had it a little too accurate back then. Do I have any other Oracle decks? I do. I have the Hebrew one. The Egyptian one. That's a lot of options. Thundercats. Yeah, I like Thundercats. I can't remember the name of that other one. That was like a thing. I don't know why I always think of it when I hear Thundercats, because it's not Thundercats. What the hell is it? It's the mechanic cat duo thing. Yeah, SWAT cats is what I'm thinking of. I don't know why my mind goes to SWAT cats immediately every time. But it does. SWAT cats is cool though. weren't they actually like connected somehow? I don't remember. Yeah, I watched all the old school cartoons. Man, I'm like the only one in my like out of my entire like peer group in school that like knows what the PJs is, because I would stay up at night and watch it. No one else knew what the PJs was, and I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you never watched the PJs before? Like, I would try to explain it to them, and they'd look at me like I was stupid or something. I was like, no, this is a real, like, I watched it every damn morning. Like, I would wake up early, watch that shit. Yeah, see, I'm not stupid. The PJs is real. That show was fucking wild, dude. I'd watch that Nick at Night all the damn time, dude. Anytime I see it on, I'd go click on it. It was awful. Hey, no one knew about that one. I tried to talk to everyone about that one. And be like, oh, he watched the. They'd be talking about the Boondocks. They're like, okay, y'all watch the Boondocks. Y'all gotta know about the PJs. No, they ain't know nothing about the PJs. Okay. Like what? Like, you know, Hey Arnold, but you don't know the PJs. So you're on the same channel at the same time, but you just don't know the show. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did. Like, you watch all these other ones. You know Rocco's Modern Life, but you don't know the PJs. You know Cat Dog, but you don't know the PJs. You know, like, George Lopez, but you don't know the PJs. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, they're on the same channel at the same time. There's no way you don't know the PJs. No, it was. I don't know how I was the only one that knew. That shit, like, drove me nuts. Because I would. I don't know. I mean, I was unsupervised when it came to like electronics, so I mean, that's probably a big reason why I watched fucking like South Park. Man, I watched 1,000 Ways to Die when I was like a child, like unsupervised, and that was not something I needed to watch back then. But I mean, at the same time, I was watching Happy Tree Friends, so it wasn't really good for that either. I was just kind of sandwiched in between. Yeah, see, Adult Swim. I got tired of Nick at Night. I went to Adult Swim. Adult Swim was where it was at. I didn't know what King of the Hill was, and I wasn't a fan of it when I first watched it. American Dad was like low key my favorite one. I didn't really like Family Guy growing up that much. Um, Robot Chicken, solid 10 out of 10 back then. It's ass now. It was good back then. Um, Dude, all the bumpers and stuff. I was so inspired by Adult Swim. Like they did their ambient swim where they started like putting music and stuff on their on their like label and stuff on like Adult Swim and everything. And I wanted to get my music put on there for so long. I still low key want to. But like 12 Ounce Mouse, dude, 12 Ounce Mouse was crazy. Off the Air was also really fun to watch. Loiter Squad, yeah. Team Aqua Hunger Force. Oh god, who else was there? There was Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. That was the interesting one. I don't know if anyone's seen that one. Black Dynamite is a classic. Man, what was it? It was like home videos, home movies, home videos. One of those two. I can't remember the title of that one. And the oblongs and fucking moral oral and shit. Yeah, metal. Metalocalypse, dude. Damn. They had some good. Oh my god, fucking Super Jail. Super Jail was nuts. What was that one? China, Illinois. China, Illinois. That one. That one was another good one. It was interesting. I kind of liked it. I don't know why it got so much hate. I'm not really sure. I never looked into it, but like I kind of liked it. No, dude. Moral Oral was literally just that was just trauma. That's all it was. Every episode ended the damn same with Moral getting whipped. His dad was gay by the end of the whole like series. And like if you watch the if you watch the whole like series in chronological order, I can't get into it without laughing, so I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to laugh that much right now. But if you haven't watched them in chronological order, please do yourself a favor and do. Like there's the order of the story is not in order. Um, if you watch the episodes in order, dude, that shit's hilarious. Small cartoons you mentioned. Yeah, I've watched this stuff. Yeah, Space goes coast to coast. The Brack Show. I love the Brack Show and Space Ghost. Oh my god. They were top tier. There was another one. There was another one like in that universe. And I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, dude. Fucking Happy Treehouse Friends was not okay. That stuff was not cool. But I watched it. I don't even remember how I found it. What was I doing? At the same time of me watching those types of videos, I was also watching like Super Mario like Dance Dance Revolution videos, just watching Mario Icon dance and trying to mimic it in my room. Well, in my mom's room because it was her computer. Happy Tree Friends wasn't that bad. I mean, no, it wasn't, but I mean, like, I didn't like Happy Tree Friends either. Mr. Pickles was interesting. Mr. Pickles was very interesting. What the fuck is the name of that show? I can't think of the name. And I'm not about to go to the Adult Swim website and look it up. I might. Squidbillies. That's not the one I'm thinking of, but Squidbillies came to mind while thinking about it. What the fuck am I thinking about? It was like if Squidbillies wasn't playing or 12-ounce mouse wasn't playing, it was this other cartoon that took its place, and I don't remember what it was. And it's like flashing at me. Nah, hold on. I can't do this right now. This is not fair. This is what happens when no one gets oracle readings. We go off course. We talk about whatever we want. Nah, it wasn't Aquaforce. Aquaforce would play before any of this. Because Aquaforce was like a 30-minute thing. This was like a 15-minute episode type shit. No, this is before Mike Tyson ever was a thing. This is like old. And this site has to have it. What the fuck? What is it called? Dude, Mike Tyson's. I didn't watch much of Mike Tyson's, but that shit was funny. And yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those. Where the fuck is it? It's just not. Does it not exist anymore? Is it just gone like forever? Because I can't find it. Anyway, there was NTSF SW. I mean SD SUV. That was a good one. That was funny. Like the fucking like NCIS ripoff or mockery. That stuff's funny. It was the Drunken Crow Show and Assy McGee. That's what I was thinking about. There they are. I never want to watch the Drunken Crow Show ever again, and Assy McGee got me in trouble. The Oblongs. I enjoy the Oblongs honestly. I actually really liked watching the Oblongs whenever it first came on. It got a little bit old, but it was an interesting concept for sure. Xavier. That's what it really was. It was Xavier. Because I always wanted to watch Xavier and it never fucking came on ever. So I'd have to go to the website and they had a lot of the episodes on the Adult Swim website for Xavier are logged. Xavier Angel Renegade. Yeah. Dude. Oh my god. He was like, I'm not gonna lie, during my spiritual, like, my very first, like, spiritual, like, work through, Xavier got me through a lot of it, and I don't really know how or why. I just remember, like, watching, like, episodes of Xavier, like, just helped me. And I'm not really sure if it did anything. Like, I don't know if that was, like, good or not. No, dude. I used to run around high school and fucking, like, recite episodes of Xavier, like from the back of my hand. The fucking oh my god, I hated that show. That shit's. I never knew what it was called when I first seen it, but something about it just captivated me. I was like, I have to watch more. I have to see more of this, whatever the fuck this is. Man, I never was in the field of like smeeking. I meant to say smoking and drinking, but smeeking came out. Anyway, I never was in the field of like smoking or drinking when I first watched Adult Swim. But I remember watching Off the Air for the first time ever. It was like 4 in the morning, and we got back from one of my friends' houses on New Year's Eve. One of my friends' like aunt's houses, and we were coming down off of a really big hyper like manic spree, and watching Off the Air was one of the craziest experiences because I'll never forget it. The first episode was the one with the fucking body, the ragdoll body running around and smacking shit in the car parking lot. Dude, I was dying. That shit had us like out of our mind. I just remember like we watched that. We did something else. We went downstairs, watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then like blacked out. I just blacked out after that. I don't remember much after that. I don't. It was really bad. Off the Air, dude. I love Off the Air. I don't know what the hell they're taking. They do drugs whenever they like make the videos. Like that's a known fact. But like they're crazy, man. Like, anything Tim and Eric, unfortunately, I'm a huge fan of. I say unfortunately, I don't know why. I just say it's unfortunate. But Tim and Eric, anything Tim and Eric has like my thumbs up. I haven't seen Tom Goes to the Mayor though. That's something I like avoid watching for some reason. Um I watched the entirety of on Shrooms, one of my friends, like 2-3 years ago, we watched the entirety of Tim and Eric, like all of these, like entirety from like season 1 to like their final series of Tim and Eric. Great show, awesome job. It was not okay. If you haven't seen Tender Touches, I would recommend watching Tender Touches on Adult Swim. It's you can watch the entirety, like the entire series, for free on their website. I would Tender Touches. I highly recommend you like watch. I don't recommend many shows to people, but Tender Touches is one of them that I always tell people. If it existed, it doesn't exist anymore because it had 2 seasons and was canceled after season 2, and it was awful. I don't even think the season 2 got complete, but it's Laser Wolf. If you can find a way to watch Laser Wolf, for the love of God, watch Laser Wolf. Please watch Laser Wolf. I don't care how you have to do it. Just watch Laser Wolf. You can buy the DVD at season 1. Don't watch season 2. Just only watch season 1. Season 2 is okay, but the animator changed and it's a different vibe, and I don't know. It's a different thing. You might like it, but season 1 of Laser Wolf, dude. Holy shit. I love Laser Wolf, man. I don't know why they took it off Adult Swim, but I'm just glad that I got to witness it and I get to talk about it. Was that show There's no way Diplo created Laser Wolf. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, no, they didn't. No, Diplo didn't make Laser Wolf. You had me scared for a minute. I was like, "There's no way Diplo made Laser Wolf." Like, look. I know this is good. This is out of character for me, but I do not want to give Diplo praise for much. I don't know why. It's something just about Diplo. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to give man credit for anything. It's just something about it. Um, and I was like, please don't tell me Laser Wolf is made by Diplo, dude. If Laser Wolf was made by Diplo, fuck, dude. I don't know why that really wouldn't bother me. It really wouldn't. But I'm gonna act like it would, just because I just think it would be funny. Yeah. Man, they were greenlighting whatever the fuck came through. They used to greenlight all sorts of shit, dude. I miss Chowder, man. I miss Chowder. I miss Courage the Cowardly Dog. I miss the misadventures of Flapjack. I miss. I bet no one remembers this one. I bet no one remembers this one. Let me make sure I'm spell it right. I mean, say it right. I bet no one remembers this one. Oh my god, dude. Where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Is not that? What the fuck were they called? I don't remember what they're called. Hold on. I don't even remember what they're called. Holy shit. I don't even remember this one. What the fuck? No, 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 no. None of these. These aren't it. These aren't it. What the fuck was it called, dude? Oh my god. It had like. It wasn't like it was not the Solver Squad, but it's something like that. Oh my god. It has this like bear. I think he was a bear, but he had like humps as a head. And then there was like a half robot dude, and a human. What the fuck was that show? I don't remember if anyone remembers the name of it. I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Foster's Home is a classic. I love Foster's Home. What is that called? The Solver Squad? No, that's a Charborg video. What the fuck is it called, man? Uh. No, not We Bear Bears. I don't remember a bear and a robot in it. I guess. I don't know. Fuck. What the fuck was it called? Steven Universe was good. Oh my god, dude. Is it the something mountain? I don't know. I see it in my head. It's like bothering me that I can't like output it. We Bear Bears is nice. Yeah, it had like, dude. It's like they literally like they were like they saw problems or some shit. I seen the this was supposed there's lore behind this cartoon. It was supposed to be on Fox TV, and it didn't go through. So then they sent it to Adult Swim, and Adult Swim accepted it. There's a pilot of this cartoon, how it was going to be sent to Adult Swim, and that shit was an acid trip. I don't know what the fuck I watched. That shit was crazy. I don't know what the show was originally going to be, but it got declined from Adult Swim, but they put it onto Cartoon Network because they really liked the premise of the show, so they had to dial it back. But it got removed off of Cartoon Network because it induced a lot of seizures. It had a lot of flashing lights, and it looked like a drug trip of a cartoon. But it was really fucking cool, and I really enjoyed watching it. Bee and Puppy Cat? I don't know about that. Hey, welcome in, Jonathan. Welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? The fuck was it called? What was it? Man, it's not Uncle Grandpa, but it was it was out at the same time. Uncle Grandpa came in and took its place. Is what happened. Is because they were doing reruns of the final few episodes while Uncle Grandpa was being like started up. What was that? I remember I got really upset because I didn't like Uncle Grandpa. I got pissed off. I was like, dude, no, we're not watching this. Wait, Grim and Evil? No, not Grim and Evil. Dude. No. I'm hearing the voice lines in my head, dude. Like, this is one of those moments where, like, I'm not saying it because the technology exists now. So if I say that, I don't want to be bothered by people. So I'm not gonna say that. This is just one of those moments. Like if I could just reach in my head and like put it into like a Google image search, because it's like a pristine, it's clean. And I remember I like was tormenting my friend about this because I was like, I found the video once and I was like, you need to watch this. And I spent 3 months trying to find it again because it was lost media. And it's now marked as lost media again. I don't think it was ever marked as found. I need to find it really bad. No, it wasn't Mad TV either. But you know what I'm talking about? It had like the bear. It was a brown bear dude, but like he had two humps, like his head concaved in like that, and their eyes, instead of their eyes being like normal, all their eyes were slits. And there's the half like robot humanoid dude. His eyes were like slit sideways, but his eye marks were like, it was something though. That was like his glasses were anyway. Dude, I don't. What the fuck was this show called? They would blink sideways. It was fucking weird. Someone asked for an oracle card reading because we're gonna be stuck on this all night. Someone get an oracle card reading. Hurry. Get me out of this pipeline. Damn, man. List of canceled adult cartoon ever. The Problem Solvers. Is that really it? I bet it is. It is! But it's with the Z. It's the Problem Solvers with the Z. But yeah, this fucking show, man. I love this shit. I didn't know about its lore until after a while. I had no intent of finding it either. It was so fucking hilarious. I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I found it, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't this that one show? And I found it, I was like, yeah, this is that one show. And it was an official, like, the real deal Adult Swim, uh, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called? Like, when I'm gonna call it a beta film, but that's not what it's called. But the demo tapes. That's what it is. They sent in the demo tape, and it was just a full on thing. It was an hour long. They were gonna have an hour long pilot on Adult Swim. That shit was crazy. It was really crazy. If I ever find it again, I'm downloading it. If I ever find it again, I'm downloading it. That's the one thing I'm doing. And I'm putting it on a flash drive. And I'm putting it on multiple flash drives. And if I ever lose one, it's going to be there. Nah, Adult Swim declined it. They approved of it. They wanted the show. But they had too many good shows running at the time, and they couldn't kick one off. But Flapjack had just left around that same time, so a slot had opened, so they put them on a Cartoon Network instead, because they really wanted to support this show. Because Mad TV already had their slot coming on whenever Flapjack was about to die, but Mad did good, but their ratings fell down really fucking flat, really hard. But they already had a contract they had to pay out. Mad's views popped up later on, but after Flapjack kind of went away, no one really cared about watching Mad in between the shows. And welcome in. Smiley Friends, yeah, the Smiling Friends is really good. I like that. They should, man. I know they should have kept Flapjack. They should have kept fucking Oh my god, Ed and Eddie had to end, unfortunately. That it's a sad event for that. But fucking Codename Kid Next Door, dude. They should have kept that one going. The finale of Ed and Eddie made me cry. The finale of Codename's Kid Next Door made me cry. I fucking loved both of those shows. Imaginary Home, Smiling Home for Imaginary Friends made me cry whenever that show ended. There was that one show on Nickelodeon, Jean and that snake. What was the fucking snake's name? Raul or something? I don't remember. There's that show I liked. Teen Titans was good. I I I didn't like Teen Titans Go, but there was a period where like I could handle it. And after the period of me handling it was around the same time that I stopped watching TV altogether. I think I just stopped caring about what I was watching at that point. Cause like I watched an episode of Clarence, and that shit like ruined my taste for cartoons, like completely. Unfortunately, that's how I like really stopped caring about TV. Clarence like fucked it up bad. Steven Universe was drawing me back in, but the second fucking Clarence came in, I was like, no man. They canceled a really good fucking show to put that in. They said no to one of the coolest shows and let that slip in. I was so pissed off. I just never wanted to watch cartoons again. Because the only other time I would have been that excited for a show was Over the Garden Wall. And if you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, do yourself a favor and watch Over the Garden Wall. It's on. You can get it. You can literally watch it on YouTube. I never watched Craig of the Creek. Yeah, Sanjay and Craig. That's what it was. But yeah, if you have not watched Over the Garden Wall, do yourself a favor and please, for the love of God, watch that shit. It is it is beautiful. It's intended to be that short. Um, and they were gonna make a second one, but Cartoon Network declined them for some fucking reason. I don't know why. They did a thing where every day for a week they would release new episodes every week, except for the last two episodes. I think it was the last 2 or 3 episodes. They did it every bye week, and throughout the week they would play every full episode, every episode through. And I remember, dude, when the final episode released, I'm probably gonna cry. That shit had me in tears. The final episode released, and what they did is they ran like a 48-hour marathon, playing every episode front to back on one of the Cartoon Networks, because they had the two Cartoon Network channels at the time. So they had one of them running at the first 24, and then the second 24 they switched it. So the first Cartoon Network channel would run their normal broadcast, and their second one would run the show. And that show changed my life a little bit. My friend called me. It was when I very first made him as a friend. He called me crying, and we sat and cried about the ending of it. Yeah, I don't watch TV anymore, but I used to watch a lot of it. Um, it's just I can't watch TV anymore now. Like I can't even watch like YouTube anymore. It's just not it for me. Gravity Falls was good. I had a friend that was completely obsessed with Gravity Falls. He didn't like dive into the much of the conspiracies. Um but he was huge on it. Like he bought the book and everything. And like if you knew anything about anything and you watch Gravity Falls, dude, it told you everything. It exposed. Regular show was I love, dude. Regular show saved Adult Swim. Regular show saved Adult Swim. It did. I mean, a Cartoon Network. It's not Adult Swim. It didn't do nothing to Adult Swim. It saved a Cartoon Network. Is what it fucking did. Regular show straight up saved Cartoon Network. That I'll never forget when Mordecai said on the very first episode when it was released, "You pissed me off," and so many parents were upset and mad that they changed it to "you made me mad" or "you ticked me off." I'll never forget that because I was watching the very first episode in the in the living room, and my dad was in the kitchen, and all of a sudden Mordecai goes, "You pissed me off," and my dad was like, "Turn that shit off," and I was like, "I didn't know I was gonna say that. This is a new show." And then he told me to go back to my room. I was like, "Man, I didn't do shit. I'm like, what'd I do? I didn't know nothing." Dude, the next day at school though, that was so funny because literally everyone that I was gravitate around all was talking about it. So I walked in, I was like, man, I got in trouble for fucking Mordecai saying he got pissed off. That shit was so funny though. Owl House? I never seen Owl House. I wanted to see Star versus the Forces of Evil. I never seen that. Dude, what else is there? What else is there? Oh my god. Uh what was that show? 18? Was it 18 or 19? Or was it 17? Was that the name of it? It was just like the mall kids and the skater dude and the fucking frozen yogurt dude or woman. Whatever that show was crazy. Um, Man, I remember waking up and watching Astro Boy on Disney. I don't know who here knows about Astro Boy. I know some people might, but I remember watching Astro Boy. That shit's old, dude. Astro Boy is old, old. Oh my god, and I love that shit, bro. My dad was like, "You watching Astro Boy?" I said, "Yeah, I like it." He said, "How do you know about Astro Boy?" I said, "I don't know. It popped on one day and I started watching it. It popped up on Disney X. What the fuck was it? Was it Disney X? Because it wasn't Disney XD. It was the fucking the X that had the eye on it. It was that phase of Disney. But they played Astro Boy early in the mornings, in the rising sometimes, and I would watch that. Totally Spies. Shut up with Totally Spies. Totally Spies is good. Totally Spies gets my support. Man, what else? What other? Dude, Almost Naked Animals came to my mind. Why are you a thing still? Why did you have to pop up? Like, I'm trying to think of like any other like cartoon that we could. I was gonna say Total Drama Island after I said Almost Naked Animals. So why did I have to get reminded of that show? That show was so weird. Like I remember I got made fun of for watching that shit. They were like, "Why are you watching this show?" I was like, "Dude, I don't know." Like some episodes, maybe one or two episodes, I actually enjoyed watching because it was kind of funny. Other than that, I don't know why I was watching it. But I remember I'd go to school. It's like, "Y'all watch the episode of Almost Naked Animals?" They say, "No, I turned that shit off." I said, "Why?" I just watching an episode of it, dude. American Dragon, dude. Ben 10's another one. I actually really like Ben 10. I never watched much of it, but what I did watch of it was really good. I never got like into it, but it was a fun thing to watch. Um yeah, but American Dragon was fucking crazy. Kick Butowski comes to mind as well. I remember watching that. Schoolfish. I remember I made friends with someone randomly for like talking to them about schoolfish. And that was interesting. That was fun. I never talked to her again, and we went to the same school for the rest of like our entire school year. So for 10 plus years, we never talked again. Our one and only conversation was schoolfish. I like to keep it that way because it was a very pleasant conversation. Camp Laszlo, dude. How could I forget about Camp Laszlo? I fucking love Camp Laszlo. Man, I wish I could just be that young again. Like, I just want to go back. You're making me nostalgic. I haven't been nostalgic in a while. My God. That's the crazy thing to feel right now. Dude, fuck. I hate Johnny. I say I hate Johnny Test, but I would watch it all the time. There doesn't need to be that many fucking sound effects, dude. Yeah, it is funny learning about the programming I used to watch. It dictates a lot of like my humor, but that's really about it. Other than that, like I don't know. I haven't delved much into that aspect of self. I probably should. Shit, dude, what else was there? Man, it would play in between Ed and Eddie and Chowder sometimes. If Almost Naked Animals wasn't playing, this would be on. This was after Foster's Home was out of the picture. And Almost Naked Animals was not playing. What was the video? What was the show? It wasn't Ed and Eddie. It wasn't Chowder. What, what was it? It was another like animal show. I don't know. No, it wasn't Flapjack. It was another animal show. And it would play in between of Ed and Eddie and Chowder. But I'm going off of like my time schedule, so I don't even know if my shows line up like that for anyone else's. But I distinctly remember it would play between Ed and Eddie and Chowder, and it wouldn't happen all the time because it would either be replaced by like Almost Naked Animals, or like Uncle Grandpa, or like one of their other filler shows. And it wasn't Clarence, and it wasn't that other show. What the fuck was it? What is this show? It was another one of those like weird animal shows. Brandy and Mr. Richards? No, it's not. You're an 80s baby. That's what's up. I was born in 99, but I lived growing up around like the 80s and 90s cartoon wise. Really, you can take me back to like the 70s and 60s almost with cartoons, really. Just cuz my dad. What the fuck was that show? What was it? Like I don't think it was real. I don't think it was a real thing. I think dude, Recess was crazy. I love Recess. I'm remembering that one now. The Fat Albert cartoon. I enjoyed the Fat Albert cartoon a lot, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care what you think. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was funny. My gym partner's a monkey. Thank you. That's what it was. I don't know why I couldn't remember it, but yeah, it was My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you. My Gym Partner's a Monkey. That one's an interesting one. Yeah, my dad would watch them a lot, like old like cowboy cartoons and MASH and stuff like that. He would watch it. And if I was ever hanging out with him, that's what we would watch. and I would just sit there and watch it with them. Dude, man. I watched Hasbro a lot too in like middle school. I what the fuck was that dude? What was it? Sam? Like Mad Sam, Angry Sam, Evil Sam, something like that. Matt Dan? Was his name Dan? Mad Dan, Evil Dan? Boomerang, yeah. I grew up with Boomerang. I grew up with Boomerang. I watched the Jetsons. I watched oh my god. Fucking I got a girl we got a gorilla for sale. We got a gorilla for sale. Big ones, small ones. Who was the gorilla? Kill a gorilla. Kill a gorilla. I watched that one. The old Scooby Doo. I watched that a lot too. When Listen, Direct TV used to show Boomerang, and then they stopped right before they got discontinued. Um, I don't did is no Boomerang's still a thing. I think they like changed, like rebranded or were bought by a different company or something. But Direct TV cut all access off, and that pissed me off because I really enjoyed watching Boomerang. I never could watch cartoons like that ever again. Like that shit like really bothered me. Like Spy Cat, man, I that made me so sad. I was like, I can't watch this. It's like it's locked. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna pay for that membership because that would be the only thing we watch. Yeah, Pink Panther, and I was like, man, well that fucking sucks. Yeah, Scooby Doo, man, fucking Powerpuff Girls. Did you know that the Powerpuff Girls was actually supposed to be the Kick Ass Girls before? Um, I forgot who they were gonna be on, and thank you Julia for the donation. I appreciate love that. I forgot what network they were gonna be with. But they did no, they did. It was when they sent it to Cartoon Network. When they sent it to Cartoon Network, it was the Ass Kicker Girls. Um, and they said you can't use the word ass. Yeah, it was whoop ass stew. That's what it was. It was whoop ass stew. Thank you. It was a can of whoop ass that they put in there instead of Chemical X. It was a can of whoop ass. Thank you for that, Stephen. The whoop ass stew. Yeah, the whoop ass stew was a bad name. But the reason he got the name is because he called up two of his friends, and they both said the Powerpuff Girls without knowing that they were getting called. They just both said the Powerpuff Girls, so he took that as a nudge from God and ran with it. And that nudge was perfect because the Powerpuff Girls is a beautiful name. Kick-ass stew. And a hole and a can of whoop ass. Dude, that shit was funny. The pilot the pilot like intro of that is funny as fuck to watch if you ever get a chance to watch it. It is so funny to watch. Did I already get these? I did. I didn't read what they were, is what it was. Oh yeah, Julia, definitely. What oracle do you want? The angel prayers, the gateway of delight activation, or the Lyrian oracle? And we can get you with that. Don't worry about me like reading and stuff. I'll you know, I can remember the cards and whatever. I just need to. The last one? Shit, what did I say last? The Lyrian Oracle. That's what I said. I keep saying the Lyrian last. Let me get to this really quick. And I will immediately jump onto Yuri. Okay. Alright. Awesome. Anyway, let me get Delirians out. Are they in? No, they're not. They're here. You can, yeah, you can get a Lyrian card pull as well. Did you have anything in specific that you wanted it on Julia and Kay, or did you just want it in general? Like, for this, it'd be like, for like, did you want it on love, finance, things of that nature? I'm not sure how specific we can get with oracles, but I'm down to try whatever with them. But yeah, just let me know the subject and I can get y'all's uh, cards. I want to make more tea, but I don't think I should. Job change, any info on that? Okay, so career. So Julia for the career Delirians. Okay. So your first card is Waves of Inspiration, Dedication, Stamina, New Energy, and Gateway of Sound, Manifestation, Sound Healing, and Alchemy. Um, so right now with this job change, if you've been feeling wore out or exhausted by that, expect a stamina boost and a renewal of the energy. Um, whenever with this job change that you're going through, remain dedicated and staying afloat. Um, you're gonna be you might, I'm not gonna say you're going to because I don't really know for sure, but you may be going through a lot of alchemy during this transition of trying to see things in different ways while also working through like the feelings aspects of things, and even just like the stressors and the morphings of how it is when you are shifting and changing jobs in that sense. um but right now, just allow things to come to you in a form of inspiration. Allow yourself to be inspired. Take inspired movement, moving forward whenever you get this new wave of energy coming in. You can really benefit as well from sound healing, so listening to certain hurts. I don't have any off the top of my head that I would recommend, but just whatever you feel like you need, whether that's healing, relaxation, energy, amplification, focus, help, however, just doing sound healing, using some frequency work with that to help you move forward. Um, is the best key for that. You can also use sound healing and stuff, sound meditations and stuff, sound healings for transmutations. So you can listen to like frequencies to help you transmutate certain feelings and things, and whatever's attached to that feeling will also be won't be fully transmuted, but will begin to transmute as much as you're working with it in that sense. Can we do a challenged collective reading? 3 cards. Yeah, we can. From what deck? And K, yours is receive abundance, flowing, unification, and confidence, infinite wisdom, mastery, activated Akashic records, or explore deeper. Or did you want one from each? Would you talking about that? Would that one be something? Anyway, um, animal. Oh, no, we don't. I mean the Lyrian deck, because that's the only animal deck that we have. We have the Lyrian deck, the Angel Prayer, and the Gateway of Light activation. But Kay, um, right now, there's something that you're beginning to master, or that you are finishing up the mastery of. Pay attention to areas in your life that you're a lot more confident in. Pay attention to areas in your life where you're a lot more grounded than before, because those are the areas that you're gonna be really using to like boost you forward in the next over this next phase, whatever the case is. Your Akashic records are open to you. The choices are boundless. Move forward with determination, and know that wherever path that you're deciding to work go towards, it is gonna go there. Be open and willing to receive. Don't worry as of what you will receive. Know that it's going to be for your highest good. Just be open to receive, to help show not only the divine but yourself that you are ready to move up and forward, and to receive more, if you're desiring to have more, um, in that sense. That's the cosmic cats. I mean, yeah, I can pull like a like collective read from the cosmic cats. I can do that, no worries. So overall, overall is new beginning, teamwork, sharing, giving back in yoga. Star seed, the universe opens through you. And white lion collective, opportunity, time of inspiration, and gates opening. All in all, for a general, um, whatever you have been trying to manifest, whether that's a new start in something, or a new life, or a new career, or abundance, however, all those things are coming through. There's a need to just remain still, stay strong, allow yourself to be open, in this new beginning, in this new portals that are opening. Give back to others that have given to you, whether that's just a mutual respect of accepting someone else's word, even if you don't agree with it, or however, just moving with that energy. Um, but get ready for times of inspiration. Get ready for um, hold on. Yeah, get. I mean, if art for artistic projects, or for movement forward, the quick solutions that you may be looking for are definitely on the way, in that sense. It's just truly time to see that there's a new time of being, a new time of doing. So don't get attached or latched to an old way of doing, or seeing things. Do your best just to stay frosty in a sense. You're just using your pull from earlies. They said we're not gonna do a pull just cause Steven asked. We're gonna give you the same cards just cause Steven asked. They singled you out, man. They had to. Like, we're tired of talking to Steven. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I forgot to do that. Damn it. Fuck me. Why did that just now hit me? Damn, okay. So that's cool. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we'll catch you. We'll catch you, Lucy. It's all right. No worries. We'll catch you later. Let me fucking upload this stuff. Let me not forget to upload very important things when I need to do that. Sometimes you feel like you can hang up. Sometimes you you just can't. I've been in a lot of those calls where I'm like, we're almost finished, and then like 3 hours go by, and I'm like, it's not going to end anytime soon. So you might as well just cancel plans with me, because I can't leave this call right now. I got the 7 of Cups uploaded to every platform. I'm pretty sure. Host the fast goes by fast. God, I am too. It's been the first day. It hasn't been bad. I haven't drank any water. I just now realized that. I haven't had any food or water today. I'm allowed to have water. I just haven't. And I'm not sure why I had to. Alright. Those don't matter. That doesn't matter. Those don't matter. Those also don't matter. I need to go back to you. I need to go back to you. I need to scroll up. And I need to copy. I hope I don't ever fucking see that message again. I don't ever want to look at that shit. That was an awful message to look at. Alright. We're good now. Everything's going good. Everything has uploaded. Yeah. I started it today. The 9-day fast starts today. Well, started today for me. The only thing I've had today, like the whole day, is tea. And it's sundown. So I've gone like, I don't know. I'm not fasting like that, but I did. Yeah, I'll be fine on the fast. 9 days isn't nothing. I'm gonna say that by like day 2, I'm gonna be like crying. Because I have a strong feeling that I know what's gonna happen tomorrow. That's gonna shift my gears and be like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to fast anymore. And if that happens, I'm not gonna let it break me. Because I really want to like. Damn. See, that's the test though. That's the test. Are you serious about wanting to fast? I've turned down food. I've turned down food to people's face on fasts, man. The last DJ thing we had was during my last 9-day fast. And after DJing, they were like, "Do you want anything to eat?" And I was like, "No, I can't. I'm on a 9-day fast. I'm like 7 days in. I can't give up." And I had people all damn night. "Oh, do you want some food?" No. Leave me alone, Satan. I'm trying to fucking talk to God. Like, and you're over here, do you want some food? No, I want you to go away. I want to fast. It shouldn't be that hard for me to fast. Everyone wants to ask if you want food when you're fasting. Because, like, I mean, I had honey on me. So it wasn't like I didn't have anything at all. But dude, it was like, "Do you want a slice of pizza?" I almost left early. I almost like asked someone to take me home early because I was like, "You can't be asking me if I want pizza." Because pizza's like it's a thing for me too. Like I would cry and like I didn't. There was a cake. I wanted cake and pizza so bad, but I was like, I can't. Like, I'm gonna have to watch y'all eat and sip my honey. I'm gonna do. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, you did the lemon water honey stuff. Yeah, but yeah, this fast is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I used to struggle with the drinking thing to where like I would like have to leave and run outside and not be inside the bar, so I wouldn't like get tempted. I wouldn't like run. That was an exaggeration of words, but um, because I would usually at least take a shot before I would do my sets, to like loosen up. But then I was like, I don't need to do that anymore, so I stopped. Um, and it was weird. It's very weird. Everyone's always asking me, "Do you want me to buy you a drink?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm fine." I'm scared. Don't ask me. You want can buy me a drink? Don't ask me that question. Yeah, but like the people that I'm around when I DJ, they don't peer pressure. Luckily, they're actually really nice when it comes down to it because it's like they're respectful. Um, but they always just ask. You know, every time we hang out, is they'll always ask, which is fine. You never know, someone might change their mind, right? But like they don't harp on it. Yeah, people be doing that. They don't though, cause like I go up there with them when they buy me a drink. If anyone buys me a drink, I'm there with them. Like I don't let them just take something back to me. I don't care if you are my best friend. I don't care if you are my significant other of like 50 years. I'm walking beside you. I don't fucking care, dude. I do not know you at the end of the day. Call it paranoia, call it whatever you fucking want. I want to know what's in my drink. I want to see my drink be made. So I know what's in it at the end of the day because it's going in my body. Especially if it's fucking alcohol. Because I want to see the dude fucking make it. So I'm not surprised, especially if it's like a fruity drink. So I'm not surprised with a face full of alcohol or a face full of like juice. Which was like a huge issue that I like ran into when I used to drink, and I figured out like which bartenders did what. But that was an interesting time of life having those types of issues with stuff. So thinking back on it, yeah, I always I'm getting I always turn down offers that I when I can. I can't like do anything. It hurts me. Drinking hurts my stomach way too much. Someone offered me an edible, and I was like, I'll try. And my stomach felt like it was gonna explode. I was like, dude, no. Like, this is not what feeling high is supposed to be like. This is like moderate pain. And I'm sitting there like bouncing around and I'm like, I DJ after this person's set and my stomach is about to explode. And I don't have to use the bathroom. It just hurts. So I was like, that was my one of my DJ experiences was not being high and being excruciating pain, and then DJing and being extremely high, and it was not fun. Um, I was doing a shamantic retreat one day on shrooms, and I forgot that I DJ'd and that night. So I DJ'd on shrooms, and that was awful. That it wasn't bad. I didn't do bad. The experience itself was just awful because I felt I was more attuned because I was in the meditative mode. Like I wasn't just taking shit to take shit. I had like a full intention. I did like a whole seance and everything. I felt the tug of war between my energy and the crowds, where they weren't putting out as much energy as I was, and it really like fucked with me for a while. Um, because I was like, there's no way I was putting out more energy than the entire like bar that was full of people. That's kind of concerning to me. So I had like a whole like revelation about that I had to work through. I got a very interesting viewpoint with that too. I don't think I'll ever be able to like relate that with anyone so far because it's just so bizarre. It was like really weird. Mm. Yeah, see, I feel that, Kay. That's how I feel over here too. Is I like I haven't worked out in a while. Like I've taken walks and stuff, right? But I haven't like worked out. But no, yeah, I fucking hate drinking, dude. I cannot stand alcohol. I don't know why I used to drink. I don't know what the I don't get the point of it. I used to, but now I can't. Like it's just it's not for me. If it's for you, you know, kudos. Just don't, you know, do it with you know, do it with moderation if you need. Yeah, I mean, alcohol literally is a spirit. They're called spirits for a reason. They're alcohol and spirits, liquor and spirits. You know, it's the thing. Alcohol is alcohol. Um, um, it's a demon. It's of Arabic origin, and that's the spirit that you're drinking whenever you get drunk. Oh man, I don't know. I don't like wine. I've had wine before. I'm not a big fan of it. Um, it's just one of those other things that's not for me. Oh my god, my foot. But yeah, if anyone needs oracle readings, let me know. Let me know from what deck. The Lyrian deck, the Gateway of Light activation, or the Angel Prayers deck, and what you would like it about. And we will hit you with that. We will get you an angel reading. Well, not an angel reading, but an oracle reading. Yeah, that's the real thing. That be a real thing. Welcome back in, Lucy. Man, I kind of want to get, like... But yeah, the thing about it cool is real. God dang. I wish these allergies would like go away. I look sick. Like my nose is red. It's just pollen. And like all the rain that we've been having too. My allergies are just going crazy. And I don't want to shut the window because I like nature. Yeah, it's the allergies, dude. Like, it's just how it is. Like, I'm fine. The only issue is like my sinuses. And that's just allergies. So, I don't know though. We're here. I'm good. The bags under my eyes, I just don't sleep. I just have not been sleeping at all. Um, so that's there. But all together, I look awful. I look like I've gone through something. But it's just allergies and no sleep. It's nothing like too bad, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's definitely like it's in the voice too. It's all over the place. I don't really I don't really know. I'm breaking out in hives this time, which is concerning. So I don't know what the fuck they put in the pollen this year, but it's not normal because I don't normally like itch this much, but I'm going like bonkers. And I've like noticed that over the past few days that it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like my urge to itch and scratch is awful. So I've been like really trying to not do that. Because I don't want to like injure myself. So that like, I don't know, man. It's been so weird. I don't know what's going on with allergies this season. It needs to stop though. Like it has me a little bit concerned because I haven't felt allergies this way in a few years. So I'm like I've been like kind of concerned about my health in that sense. Like I need to like get something fixed. Not really like doctor wise, but like or like even medicine or like in herbal wise, but like body shape wise, exercise wise, I need to get that in and going in a bit more. Yeah, like, dude, they did something with the fog that we had. That wall of fog was like a chemical wall. It wasn't like fog, it was like chemicals that they used. Osmosis, is that the right word? Osmosis is the natural movement of water and other things from low concentration to high concentration. When it moves across the planes. So it's basically something passing through something else. It's just water molecules like passing through other molecules at like different rates different concentrations, excuse me, throughout the area and different rates. Word. Homeostasis. Yeah. What's up? What's up? I think homeostasis is that. Let me go look it up. Yeah, the body's ability to maintain a stable internal environment despite external changes. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? How we feeling? We're doing oracle reads. Today we got the Angel Prayer Oracle, the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle, and the Larian Oracle decks. If you're interested. That's what we're doing right now, though. That's the game. That is the game. But yeah, if you want an oracle reading, just let me know what oracle that you are. Choose an oracle and let me know what the topic is. I don't know why I couldn't use my brain there. I just could not. It was bad. That was a bad brain fart. I need to get sleep. I need to sleep some more. It's not gonna be. I just need to sleep. I gotta stop staying up so much. Have I drank enough water? No. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't drank water all day. I'm on a 9-day fast. I can drink water on the fast. I just forgot to drink water until now. But nah, I can't rest. I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta make my money. I gotta stay afloat somehow, you know? So I got enough energy to, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have like the energy to do something to do this. I wouldn't be here. Um so I'm fine on that aspect of things. Salt deficiency. I don't know if I have a salt deficiency. I wouldn't be able to. I mean, shit, I might. I don't know if I have any salt packets laying around. I could just eat one of those, a few of those, and be fine. No, but yeah. We're just here trying to make money, trying to stay floating. Giving messages. More importantly, giving messages to people. The staying afloat thing is just a me thing. But the grand thing is giving messages to people that need them. CMOS. I haven't had CMOS. What's my situation? Uh, Basically zero money. No outside no local help. Except for this place, and this place is no longer going to be a viable option. Uh, which is kind of a double-edged sword because I also have a job here where I help and I've been working here and staying here. but because I don't have any money to pay, they can't let me slide under the table anymore with that. Um, that's the situation. So, and that's kind of like what I've been dealing with. I've been trying to find a roommate because my credit score sucks ass and I don't have a credit card, so I'm using a digital card now that I finally have access to. Um, so I've been using that to get my credit score up, and that's been fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, not if I mean a lot of us are really just trying to stay afloat. Truly, it's just how it be. Um, but yeah, trying to find a sane roommate and or my own place. There was a place I was gonna get, but it didn't come with anything at all, and it just did not give a good vibe after a while. What is it? I'm in Kentucky. I also can't drive. I have seizures. To add on to the story, but no, I have petite moss seizures, and that prevents me from driving. I also don't technically fully work here because I have to change my name back to my birth name, and I don't have fucking money to do that. So it's been a fucking circus, dude. It's been so bizarre, like the past few weeks. And I've been doing all I can, and everyone around me's been doing all they can. So it's been one of those weird situations where it's been like, yep, just relax, don't stress. Something's going to appear in the background and come in at the right moment. I just have to keep myself stable and secure until then, basically. But yeah, I'm just kind of going with the wave. Tomorrow I'm gonna talk to the general manager. I don't know. I'll be able to stay tomorrow, but after tomorrow is when things start getting a little bit iffy. Um, but tomorrow is secure. The day after tomorrow is gonna be the iffy day, and I'm not gonna stress about it or like really explode or panic too much. Because whatever happens, happens, and there's not much I can do or anyone else can do, really. Well, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's doing the most they can within the rules, and, if no one's comfortable ignoring the rules, then the rules will have to be played by and stuff with that message. Yeah. Yeah, someone eventually will. Um, and I always do my best to speak from my heart. We had some random dude come in, uh, and he said that he was gonna support the vision, and then he yelled at one of my mods for not promoting my donation links, and I told him not to worry about that, and he said I was being weird and said he'd never mind, and that shit was crazy. I was like, okay. Like, you don't have to. No one, like, I wasn't like getting my hopes up and excited and jumping up and down and being skittish. I was just like, cool, thank you. Like, don't like, I don't know, man. People are weird. It's so weird. People come in here and act a fool sometimes. It's bizarre, dude. We get some interesting people. I remember there was this one dude that donated $10 just to send a message to troll me, and he never refunded it. So I got $10 from like a troll message. That shit was crazy. Dude, that was back in the sauna days. Yeah, humans are very interesting. I let them do what they gotta do, though. I'm just here to observe and to have fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you mean, Kay. I get what you mean. What do I know about Jesus? Uh, depends. I know a lot about Jesus. I'll say it that way. It depends on what you want to know about Jesus, really. In that form, in that sentence, in that way. I don't know why I went through all that. My bad. What's my favorite story? Uh, pertaining to what? Go watch Sinners. Man, I haven't watched Sinners yet. I haven't watched Sinners yet. It's still up here on my tabs. I just haven't done anything to it. My favorite story to Jesus or of the Bible? Uh, my favorite story of the Bible is gonna be the story of Job. Um, I don't know. I like the story of Job. It's a pretty basic one, but like it teaches very good lessons within the human psyche. Oh, if dude, this this if I'm in my quote unquote Job time, I've been in the Job time for the past 2 year, 3 years, so it hasn't really ended, which is perfectly fine, you know. That's what we do. That's what we do. We hanging on. We are not letting go of that rope. I'm okay. Exactly. I ain't dropping no rope. We good. Mm. Dang, Lucy. I feel that though. I don't even know. Like I haven't watched anything pertaining to like this series in forever. What would the last thing that I did of that would be? Like I don't even know. But yeah, we hanging on. We don't we moving forward. It's just how it be sometimes. But yeah, if anyone needs oracle card reading, let me know, and we can get those oracle cards coming through. Hmm. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see here. I've never watched anything related to Star Wars before. I don't know nothing about Star Wars. Man. Damn, what is tomorrow? Saturday? It's Friday. Why did I think this? Why did I say why is tomorrow Saturday? Tomorrow is Friday. The day after that is Saturday. That's the day I'm concerned about, is Saturday. That's what I'm. Why am I thinking about that right now? I don't even be worried about that. Yeah, it's Friday. I don't know why I forgot it's Friday. See, man, time has been so weird. Time has been so weird. Today has gone by so like fast, but yet so slow. I thought it has. I thought it was like 2 days today. I took like. I did a meditation. When I came out of it, I thought it was like the next day. That shit scared me a little bit. I was like, "What? Like, there's no way I was out for 24," and I wasn't. But um, that was interesting. What's up, Jay? What's your question? What's up? Man, the elect few the elect few feel the time changes for sure. I'll let you know that much because that's as much as I know. If I knew any more, I'd let you know. But I do know for a fact that the elect will experience like time inflections and stuff during the age. Well, during the the upcoming of the age. And the age just meaning what's told um, in Revelations. Yeah, man, I don't know. No, for real, it's awful. Like, last night, I was trying to fall asleep, and my clear audience was acting up, dude. I was hearing people talk in rooms and stuff, and that shit was just not okay. I don't know, like, what needed to be tweaked about it, but I was just hearing all sorts of people talk and stuff, and I was like, I don't. Like, I really don't want to hear them. I don't care what they're going and talking about. Like, I want to go to bed. Last night wasn't too wild. Um, oh my god. These headphones are ass. I have to get new ones at some point. These ones are falling apart and the fucking, like, the foam itches my scalp. And I can't just I mean, I could just forfeit listening to music, but I'm okay with that. I don't know. My dreams have been very interesting. That's about it. but nothing's been like bad. You know what? Maybe I should do that so I don't have to worry about. No, I'm gonna have to worry about going down there tomorrow anyway. Like I have to just. I'll just do it tomorrow. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry. I was thinking out loud at that point. I was on a trail of talking and it just, you know, ADHD. Yeah, I was gonna go stream. I just didn't. Tonight I'm gonna go stream night late. That's a fact. Um, I'm going to get like a bunch of tea and then just vibe out. I'm gonna have this tea. I'm gonna have some like mint tea because the mint's gonna help heavily. And then I'm gonna just relax and do my thing. But yeah, I don't know. I might get another video out. I it's I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it. Actually, I'm gonna beat myself to the punchline of what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna talk about that, and we're gonna move on. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, um, man, I don't know. I wish that um I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Jack Banjo or something. My advice. Nah, I'm good. I don't take anything like over the counter or anything like that comes from big pharma. To put it that way, I just stay away from medicine like that completely. I just it's not my thing. I've had my run around with it, and it completely obliterated my stomach, and that's when I was like, I'm okay, because it removed my like medicine. Like I don't remember what it was, but it removed my entire stomach lining, and got my gallbladder to be overreactive, and it ended up being glued to my stomach, and I had to get surgery on my gallbladder. Got my gallbladder removed because it was shriveled up and like acidically binded to my stomach. And my stomach does not have the mucus layer on it, so that's fun. So I no longer take medicine after that. I was like that was the final straw because I was like that's fucked. Because how the hell are you gonna give me medicine that's like gonna basically like turn me into the toxic Avenger, dude? Like, come on. What about vitamins? I'll take vitamins if they're whole like natural vitamins. I don't want to take like the other stuff. Like I'll go like I do my research on brands for that stuff. But yeah. Um Showers are good, taking heated showers, and I do that. The lymphatic system massages like rubbing up through here and the eyes and the ears and stuff and the neck and the the arms, the legs. I do that and the underarms and stuff. Like I do my lymphatic drainings. I don't have any garlic. I would put garlic right up the fuck up my nostrils and get rid of all of this mucus in one go if I did. I don't, unfortunately. um yeah. It is one of those things. And it I don't. It would probably not be as bad if I would just keep the window shut, but I need the outside air inside, or I would. I'm just not gonna. I just need. It's what it's a non-negotiable. How do you get rid of black eye circles? Oh shit! There's a few ways. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one on top of my head. I think you can use like coconut oil. Don't quote me on that. Uh, there's teas you can use. There's like lotions and stuff you can use that are made from herbs. But I don't remember the herbs and stuff for that. Herbs are my weak point. That's bad. But that's also good because I'd rather not be like, well, I would like to be, but until that point hits. But yeah, herbs and stuff right now are my weak point. I know bare minimum about herbs, but the ones I do know about, I know about for good reason. Mainly because I wanted to work with them or use them. But I also need to do the whole black eye circle thing because my eyes have the circles around them. And someone asked me like, "Are you angry? Like, why are you mad?" I said, "I'm not mad. I'm just tired." And they're like, "You look like you're tired." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't sleep much. Even when I do sleep, I'm not sleeping. I am very consciously moving around, and it's weird. And I don't want to consciously move around when my eyes are closed. Not like in the bed. I'm talking about astral travel, you know. But what'd you hear? What'd you hear? What'd you hear? I am intrigued. Yeah, that's very true. I can see that for sure. Yeah, I've been really heavy in like trying to figure things out mode. So I just like not and not even just with one situation, like multiple things. So it's been very like boundary breaking. I've been doing a lot of cleanup like that. Yeah. Uh Dude, if I had the money, because I can get a smoothie, because the place that I would go to uses like real fruits, and that would be fine. Like I would just be like, "Yo, get this. There's no pulp in it. I don't have to get yogurt. I can get something else as like fuck, dude. I could just get water in there, and that'd be fine." But there's a place that does like smoothies, and I could just get that, and like I can put in like vitamin C and vitamin B12 and stuff in it. Because that place is cool as fuck. And it wouldn't break my fast. Dude, some smoothie places are. But I love smoothie places. I don't have many near me or anyone to go to them with, but like, I fucking love smoothies, dude. I love yogurt. Like, that's a huge thing. Like, frozen yogurt or just regular, doesn't matter. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. But, anyway, I'm probably gonna hop off, stream. I ain't got smoothie money is my problem. No, for real, that's the thing. Smoothie money would solve so much right now. It would solve the fact that 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 smoothies are missing. Um, but yeah. I'm probably gonna call it here. Do my thing. Uh, don't hold me to it. I most likely will be back later. Um, with like a mix of tarot and oracle or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we cross that road. Um, but regardless, I'll probably be back tomorrow later. But I will be back tomorrow regardless. Um, I'm gonna try and get more videos out. Obviously, gonna get more of the little card shorts out. We're gonna get more of those. But regardless, I'm gonna try to get like another reading out and then like another video explaining stuff. But I love you all so much. The Moon back tenfold and forever. All the information's there. The email, donation links, websites, everything. But I love you all so much. The Moon back tenfold and forever. And I will see you all later.